You ask people who use the term toxic masculinity
Hi.
to define non-toxic masculinity, they struggle.
I think your question is flawed because it relies on the premise of a very specific definition of toxic masculinity. Like my personal definition is someone who takes traits that are stereotypically considered to be masculine traits to an unhealthy level. Right? When someone is willing to harm both themselves and the people they claim to love for the sake of appearing impressive to other men.
They'll say, oh, no, there are positive aspects of masculinity. So, okay, great, what are they? And they'll say nurturing and caring and kindness and emotional availability. And you go, and is that different from femininity? They say, no, it's the same.
That's actually not how I'd answer this question because I think you're actually conflating two related but very different conversations about the idea of masculinity and femininity. Right? The conversation you want to have is based on stereotypical gendered expressions of masculinity and femininity, what would be considered healthy masculine traits. The conversation you do bring up, though, is getting more into the why do we gender those specific traits? With the quick answer that in a patriarchal capitalistic society, we have taken traits that would be considered a positive boon to someone starting a business or working to make money and assign those traits to men, and traits that would be considered a positive for someone who is a caretaker of the family and given those to women, even though we know that anybody can have these traits.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Masculinity is either toxic or not masculine. Because if they start saying courage, positive risk-taking, well-channeled competitiveness, do you say, what, are you saying women aren't courageous? No, I'm not saying that.
Which brings us full circle back to the definition I brought up at the very beginning of this video, because nobody is getting angry at men for being courageous or for positive risk-taking or for well-channeled competitiveness. That's the point. Everyone has a combination of these stereotypically masculine and feminine traits, and it doesn't make you less of a man for admitting that. It makes you a well-balanced human being.